Good morning, students. Welcome back in the e-learning program of Gokula Education Societies. Myself, Mrs. Karuna Devi from JDC Bitco English Medium High School. I am here for the 8th standard mathematics for state board for English medium students. In our last lecture, we have already finished our 6th unit, that was factorization of algebraic expression. And now, today we are going ahead to start the new topic, that is unit number 7, variation. Students, let's start our 7th unit, that is variation. Variation, it means the relationship between or the ratio between two things or the two factors. Actually, there are three types of the variations. Among that, the only first two, direct variation, inverse variation and joint variation. Among these first two points, we are going to see in our 8th standard mathematics, and rather than this, time, work and speed among two factors or the two things which we are going to see at the end of the unit, variation. So let's go ahead. At first, we are going to see the direct variation. For that, we have to take one example. Let's see the example. If the rate of notebook is 240 rupees per dozen, it means 12 books, notebooks price is 240 rupees. And in the below chart, 12 books price is 240 rupees and one book notebooks price is 20 rupees, and they have asked the cost of 3 notebooks, 9 notebooks, 24 and 50 notebooks. But before going in detail about this example, let's look at here. Here I have arranged the information in this chart. The number of notebook is 1 and its cost is 20 rupees. It means one notebook cost is 20 rupees. 2 notebooks cost will be 40 rupees. In the same way, 3 notebooks cost will be 60 rupees. 4 notebooks cost will be 80 rupees and 5 notebooks cost will be 100 rupees. In the same way, if we will measure, then 12 notebooks, it means 1 dozen notebook cost is already given in the question, that is 240 rupees. Now students, concentrate here. If the number of notebook increases, its cost also increases. If notebook is only 1, then its cost is 20. If notebooks are 5, if we buy the 5 notebooks, then we have to pay the 100 rupees. It means if the number of notebook increases, then its cost will also increases. It means both the figures are increasing at the same time. So it means that this type of the concepts are come in the category of direct variation. Let's prove that. Suppose the number of notebooks will be considered as a x and the cost of notebooks will be considered as a y. And if we will take the ratio of these two things will be x is to y. That also we can able to write in the format is x by y or the x upon y. So how we are going to write that? X upon y, it means 1 upon 20 regarding the first, then 2 upon 40 will be for the second notebook. For the third notebook, we have to write 3 upon 60. For the fourth notebook, we have to write about 4 upon 80. For fifth notebook, we have to write about 5 upon 100. But students, if you look very lightly, then you can see that there is a different numbers in the ratio. But actually, all these are having the same ratio. Let's see. This 1 upon 2 is same one. This is the ratio of the basic. Then 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. So the answer will be 1 upon 20. Now if we will write this fraction into the shortest format, then the answer will be 1 upon 20 only. 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. It means this is also we have to write in the shortest format, that is 1 upon 20. This one is also 1 upon 20, and the last one is also 5 2s are 10, 500. That will be 1 upon 20. It means that in each case 1 upon 20, this is the basic ratio which is the constant. It means that x and y are the two different quantities that have the x upon y which is a constant one everywhere in each ratio. Then it means that there will be the direct variation among them. It means that x and y is having direct variation or the direct proportion. But how we are going to write that? For showing the variation concept or the proportion, this is the mathematical symbol which is coming from the Greek letter, which is called as a alpha. So this is called as a alpha. So by using this symbol, we can able to write this xy's relation in the direct variation format. Let's see that x is directly proported or that having direct variation with the y. So like this way we can able to write the direct variation among x and y. But students, for solving the sums, we have to write this variation in the equation format. But students, how we can able to create this equation form? For that, this x upon y, which is our actual variation, where this is the constant one. This constant word or the process is indicated by the alphabet K in the mathematics. So this K, it means the constant. So x upon y is equal to K. Now this y is dividing here, while going to the opposite side it will be multiply. So x is equal to ky. This is the equation form of the direct variation, which we are going to use to solve our practice set number 7.1. So let's go ahead. Now students, before going ahead, look at here. This is our practice set number 7.1, which is having on the page number 36 and 37. Among that, this fourth one question is deducted from your syllabus for the year 2020-21 due to the COVID-19, which I have already explained you. Now let's go ahead with the question number 1. Here is our first question is, write the following statement using the symbol of variation. That alpha symbol we have to use here. Number 1, circumference, which is indicated with the letter C, of a circle is directly proportional to its radius, which is indicated by the R, which means that circumference is directly proportional with the radius. So what is the indicative form of circumference? That is C. So we are going to write C here, and which is having direct proportion, which we are going to show with the alpha, and directly proportional with the radius, which we are going to write with the letter R. It means C is directly propagated with the R. It means radius. Let's go with the second question. Consumption of petrol, which is indicated by the letter L, in the car, and distance traveled by that car, that is D, are in direct variation. It means consumption of petrol, which is indicated with the letter L, is directly propagated with the distance of that car. It means D. So first answer is C is having direct proportion with the R, and L, it means consumption of the petrol is directly propagated with the distance of that car. So you have to write this symbols for the variation. Like that way you have to complete your question number 1. Let's go with the question number 2. Complete the following table considering that the cost of apples and their numbers are given in direct proportion. It means number of apples, which is indicated with the letter X, and the cost of apple, which is indicated with the letter Y. So X and Y both are having direct variation. So how we are going to write that? Number of apples X is having direct variation, symbol of alpha, with cost of apples, and its letter is Y. Therefore X directly variation with the Y. So at the starting of the answer we have to write like this way. Now the cost of one apple is 8 rupees, cost of 4 apple is 32 rupees, and we have to find out the number of apples here and here, and the cost of 12 apples at down. So let's see how we are going to solve that. Now students, here at first we have to find out the equation of variation. As we know that we have written this much, now we have to write the equation, that is x is equal to ky. This is the equation for the direct variation where k is the constant. As we know that x, it means number of apple, x is equal to 1, and y, it means cost of that apple is given 8 rupees. So these two values we have to put into the equation. X is equal to ky, x, it means 1 is equal to k into y, the value of y is 8. Now this 8 is multiplying here, while going to the opposite side it will be divide. It means 1 upon 8 is equal to k. So this is the constant of variation. Now this value of k, which we have to write in the main equation. So x is equal to ky, x is equal to ky. So value of k is given, that is 1 upon 8 we have to write, and y will be as it is. So this is the equation of variation which we are going to use to find out the cost of apples. Students, now as we don't know the x and we have to find the value of x and the cost of apples, it means y is given 56. So we are going to write it when y is equal to 56, then find x. We have to find the x here now. As we know the equation, so that we are going to write here x is equal to 1 upon 8 multiply with the y. Write it again. Therefore x is equal to 1 upon 8 multiply this y. We know the cost of y, that is 56, that we are going to write here. As we know the table of 8, 8 ones are 8, 8 sevens are 56. It means that therefore x is equal to 7. This is the answer of our first bracket. It means that the cost of 7 apple is 56, which we are going to later write in the table. Now students, let's go with the second. Fill in the blanks. That is, number of apple is given 12. We have to find the cost. So number of apple, it means x, when x is equal to 12, we have to find out y. Okay. Again we are going to use the same equation. X is equal to 1 upon 8 y. Put out the values. X value is 12 is equal to 1 upon 8 y. As we know that this 8 is dividing here, to the 1 that we are going to send to the opposite side, and here it is going to multiply. So 12 into 8 is equal to, this 1 is remaining, no need of writing 1, and the symbol between 1 and y is multiplication. So 1 into y, it means y only. 12 8s are 96. It means y is equal to 96. This is the answer. So we have to put into the box. It means that cost of 12 apple is 96 rupees. Now let's go with our third fill in the blanks, where we have to find the number of apples. I am writing here only. When y is equal to 160 rupees, we have to find out x. Again we are going to write the same equation. X is equal to 1 upon 8 into y. X is equal to 1 upon 8 multiply with the cost of y is 1660 rupees. So 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are 16, 8 0 0. It means x is equal to 20, which is the answer. Now students, these answers we are going to write in our chart. So at the end of the answer, we have to prepare this type of the chart and put the values of this answer. So when y is 56, then x is 7. So we are going to write it here 7. If the number of apples are 12, it means x is 12, then y is 96. It means its cost is 96. So we are going to write 96 here. And at last, if the cost of apple is 160, then the number of apples are 20. So like that way, at the end of the answer, you have to prepare this type of the chart and put the values inside that. So students, if you want, you can take the screenshot of full answer, which you have to write in your classwork notebook. Now students, let's go with the third question. If m and n, m is directly propagated or directly variation with the n, and when m is 154, n is 7, with the help of this information we can easily able to find out the k, it means equation, and find out the m's value when n is 14. This is a very easy sum which you can definitely able to solve. So instead of that, I am going to directly tell the fifth sum. Let's see the fifth. Y varies directly as a square root of x. So how we are going to write that? Y is directly variated with the square root of x. So this is the main way how we are going to write this sentence. Now we have to convert it into the constant format. So therefore y is equal to k into square root x, where this k is a constant. Now let's see what is given when x is equal to 16. X is equal to 16 and y is equal to 24. So put the values into this constant format. Y is equal to k in the square root x. Put the value of y, that is 24, is equal to k will be as it is in the square root of 16. So square root symbol will be as it is, and instead of x we are going to write 16. Now students, square root of 16. What is the square root of 16? Yes, it's a 4. So how we are going to write? 24 is equal to k into the symbol between k and square root, that is multiplication. And the square root of 16 will be 4. So how we are going to write that? 24 is equal to 4k. Now this 4 is multiplying here to the k. While going to the opposite side, it will be divide, right? So 24 upon 4 is equal to k. 4 ones are 4, 4 6 are 24. Therefore, cost of k is equal to 6, which is the constant variation. And y is equal to value of k, it means 6 in the square root x. This is the equation of variation which is asked into the question. If you want, you can take the screenshot and write it in your classwork notebook. K is the constant variation and y is equal to 6 into square root of x is the equation variation. In the same way, on the page number 37, the sixth question from the 7.1 is given. The total remuneration paid to the laborers employed to harvest soybean is in the direct variation with the number of laborers. If the remuneration of 4 laborers is rupees 1000, find the remuneration of the 17 laborers. Let's see the answer. Here I have already solved that. Let's see the first proportion, direct proportion with the R, it means remuneration, and it means the number of laborers. So R is directly proported with the N, and the R is equal to Kn, which is where the K is the constant. In the same way, now N is given, that is 4, and R is given, that is 1000. So according to that, we will get the value of K, that is 250, which is the constant variation. After that, we will get the equation, that is R is equal to 250 N. So by using this equation, we are going to find out the remuneration of 17 laborers. So R is equal to 250 into 17. The answer, it means R is equal to 4215. It means the remuneration of 17 laborers is rupees 4215. So like that way you can able to solve the answer. If you want, you can take the screenshot and solve it in your notebook. Like that way our practice set number 7.1 is over. So students, the remaining part of this unit, that is practice set number 7.2, we are going to continue in our next video. Students, always remember that the symbol of variation, that is alpha, which is a Greek letter, as well as you should always remember the equation form of direct variation, that is x is equal to ky or x upon y is equal to k, where k is the constant figure. Now your today's homework is to complete the practice set number 7.1 in your classwork notebook. Last but not least, take care of yourself, stay at home only. Thank you.